Hello and welcome everybody once again to the Syrinscape Twitch channel, where we are back with our limited run Cyberpunk Red series out on a limb. And this is brought to you in partnership with our Talsorian Games and Wandering DM. Now, as always, we've got a bit of a giveaway coming up later in the show. So make sure you stick around for the midway for our secret word and then paste it up at the end. The giveaway is US only, as it was the other weeks, and it is for a digital and physical copy of Cyberpunk Red and a subscription to Syrinscape. Now, I'm going to introduce my illustrious cast once again, and in no particular order. Gabe.
Hello, I am Gabe. You might know me as Gabe James Games across the internet. I am playing, well, your delightful, charming, absolutely not a jerk previous corpo, Nero. And I have no idea how this is going to go. We might die, or everyone else might. I'm immortal.
Well, someone might do.
I'm nervous.
And Tanya.
Hello, I'm Tanya, and I forgot which camera I'm supposed to look at. Hi, I'm Cyberpunk everywhere. I am apparently the one that everyone's looking for in this little motley crew that we're about to tangle with. I am playing your fabricator Strife.
Fantastic. And Sara.
Hi, I'm Sara, or Mustang. You know me probably as Mustang's Art on Twitter and across the internet. I am playing Nyx, and they are a 5'1" Medtech with a cyber chair and a shotgun.
They sure are.
Yeah, let's see how this goes.
And Kelli.
Hi, I'm Kelli. I play Olympia, the Rockerboy, who's simply waiting for Nero to declare that he actually has a crush on her, and that's why he's so rude.
Excellent. And I myself am Phil from Baby Beard Media, and I will be the GM for today. Now, if we're all sitting comfortably, then I'll begin. Mickey's fast mouth got a bunch of his teeth knocked out of his skull going on 5 years back now. Instead of having them replaced, he elected to have one of the survivors gold-plated as a badge of honor. His little outfit, nestled in the lower rungs of Little Asia's gang hierarchy, is his bid to get back at the world in general. Mickey's known for being selfish and cruel in equal measure. Now, Pierce is one of those people who seems to fold in on himself. He survived so far by glomming on to whoever wants or needs a sycophant, and currently, that's the Tooth. Loyal to his paycheck and his next meal, Pierce is mainly good for doing dirty jobs, providing no one buys him off along the way. Lockdown is athletic, determined, and convinced she's destined for greater things. As spiky as her jacket and boots, she makes no bones about the fact she's only running with the Tooth till she can get a better deck and better contacts. No one knows much about Crispin, the wiry kid who doesn't talk much. Everyone in the gang reckons he's carrying around something dark and heavy, though. Maybe he'll even live long enough to tell someone about it. And our story finds all four of them, guns drawn in Kitty's cabaret, facing down our four edge runners. Initiative!
Oh, what do we roll for initiative?
A D10, add your reflex.
Woohoo. Oh dear, that's only an 8.
Strife on an 8. Who
That's
else
a
is
12.
12 for Nyx.
11 for Nero.
Nero going on an 11.
14 for Olympia.
Whoa! Quick out for blocks.
Yeah, I was counting on my fingers. Go ahead, judge me. I don't care.
Dude's on an 8. Oh, we're slow. Pierce is on a 9. Crispin in the bleachers behind you on a 10. Lockdown. Oh, ooh. So it's 10 plus 2 plus... She's on an 18. She crit. And Kitty, for what it's worth, is also critting. 17 for Kitty. Well done. Okay, so I've got both Tooth and Strife on an 8. Can you roll just one more D10 for me, Strife?
Oh boy. Am I adding anything or just giving you a straight number?
Just give me a straight D10.
That would be a 9.
Yeah, you win. So you're on an 8.5. Okay, so as I said last time, as violence becomes inevitable, Kitty hits a button on his agent, and a drone folds out from the ceiling. A mini air drone equipped with a pistol. It readies its guns and waits for targeting information. Lockdown, the first act, sees this, touches their head, their virtuality goggles, and Nero, you'd know that she is sending out a scanner pulse, and she looks side stage, nods, and sprints off out of sight. That leaves Kitty to go next, who runs a short way to her left, flips a metal table, cowers behind it, and then reaches her agent up and points it at the stage, where it can capture an image of Tooth and Pierce, who are caught flat-footed as it picks up the targeting information for the drone off them. Next to go is Olympia. You are muted.
I know. I was trying to find the window. Okay. I don't have a hotkey. Okay, so in this magical fairyland that we are in, who is the closest to Olympia?
So
she was by Nyx, and she'd just drawn her pistol.
Yeah, so you're all about 10 meters into this sort of basketball court size space. So the closest person is actually Crispin behind you, who's just on the bleachers, sort of already kind of flanking you guys. They stood up as you came in. So they're about 12 meters behind you, slightly elevated.
Slightly elevated is good. All right, so she will spin around with the dramatic billowing cape because, hey, why not? And she will have a fancy one-liner if she hits. but only if she hits. What do I roll to hit, actually?
So you want to add your reflex and your handgun skill together, and then roll a d10.
Okay.
And at 12 meters, you need to get a 15 or higher.
The heck is my
No,
handgun
sorry, a
skill?
16 or higher.
Where the heck is my handgun skill?
Combat's like the third column, bottom of the third column.
Where is it? Listen, there's a lot of things on this sheet, everybody. Don't look at me. No, education, not education, although that would work.
No, you can't.
Is it heavy? Oh, handgun. Found you. Okay, so I'm rolling. Okay, so it's a d10, and then my reflex plus my base on the handgun.
Yeah, reflex plus handgun skill, yeah.
I don't need to roll.
You could crit miss. What? Are you quite good with a handgun, are you?
I may have put a lot of points into it.
So what's your reflex?
6.
And your handgun
and
skill?
my 11.
Oh, that'll be you both added together. You can't have 11.
Oh,
handgun skill.
okay.
So you'll be 11 plus your d10.
Oh, that's weird, because, that's not how it's added up on my sheet, but okay. A d10
You
plus...
can only start with +6, so you definitely don't have +11. You're the best gunslinger in all of Night City.
I'm your Huckleberry. It's going to be 11, and that's going to miss.
That misses, yeah. You got a heavy pistol, is that right?
I still don't think that... Okay. You know what, Simon? We're going to have words.
Well, how did you get an 11 if you have 11 plus your d10?
Oh, I thought you said my reflex plus my d10. I'm so sorry. No, that's a 16 then.
That just hits. Yes, roll damage for me.
All right, so that is great. A 1. Hey, you don't explode damage, do you?
No, unless you roll double 6s, we get special effects.
Okay, so that's a 6, a 1, 11 damage.
Excellent. So Crispin up there can only afford some nice light leathers. So the first shot goes thudding into him, doing 7 damage already to Crispin. Do you have a medium pistol or a very heavy pistol?
I have a heavy pistol. Okay, so with that first shot, and if you get this in chat, you can give me a smiley face. She's got to take the shot and go, Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome. 2. 4. Oh, wait, no, I've got to roll the hit again, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay,
yes, please.
yeah, okay. 17.
Hits. Roll damage, please.
So that was 4 on the damage already. 8.
8 damage this time.
Yep. And yep, Fremde, étranger, stranger, boom.
So sorry, it's 8?
It's 8.
Yeah. So the armor's already down to 3, so 5 gets through. The armor's already ablating. Yeah, so you spin around, your cape billows out, you bring your pistol up to eyeline and sink 2 shots expertly into Crispin. He already takes serious wounds as you thud straight through his leather jacket. Pretty expert of you. Now, do you want to try and find cover before your turn ends?
That would probably be a good idea. So yes. I'm going to look to see if it's like the high school I went to. Some of the bleachers are always like a little up, so there's like a little hole you can slide in, like walk into underneath the bleachers.
They are solid, I'm afraid. They are built in. Yeah. Sorry. Have you ever seen a picture of the wigwam? It looks like that.
I have no idea what that is. So she's going to then grab a table, turn it over, and hide behind it.
Cool. So, because Crispin is behind you, and Pierce and Tooth are in front of you, you have to choose which way you would like to be covered from.
I'm going to be covered from the 2, not the 1.
Excellent. Okay, so you spin round, sink your 2 shots, find the nearest table. It's a nice metal table. You flip it over, and it puts 15 points of cover between you and your adversaries on stage. Next up, we have Nyx.
Yeah, Nyx is gonna... Who, is not an ally and is closest to Nyx currently?
So you're all sort of in a nice cinematic clump. So it's kind of similar for you all at this point. You've got Crispin is just behind you on the bleachers. Or what did I say? About 12 meters away. And in front of you are Pierce, and they're about 20 meters away.
Okay. Nyx is gonna have the cyber chair kind of turned around, so like the back is facing Pierce, and then they're gonna sit upright in their chair, like kneel in it and lean over with place the shotgun on like the headrest of the chair, and take a shot at Pierce.
Excellent. Give me your reflex plus shoulder arms plus 1d10.
Okay, so reflex plus shoulder arms is 12, 10. That's 20.
Again, you need a 20. That's a hit.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
that's a juicy
So that
5d6.
Okay.
Shotguns are rather good.
That's 15 damage.
No double sixes in there, I take it? Doesn't sound high enough.
No double sixes.
Okay.
No.
So 15 minus the 2 armor they had left. Ow. So they are fully into mortal wounds. So you, the 2 of you, he thinks he's got the drop on you behind. You all whip out your guns. 2 of you turn around and instantly pistol, shotgun slug. And he is in real trouble right now.
Olympia turns around from the table long enough to blow him a kiss.
So yeah, barely a few seconds have passed before you pepper him full of rounds. Do you also try and take cover before the end of your round, Nyx?
Nyx is gonna have to taking the shot from like the top of the chair. Is ducked down, so like because they're pretty small anyway, that their body is covered by like the back of the chair.
I'm gonna say your chair cannot give you cover, unfortunately. You can be hit while you're in it. Yeah, it's not mobile cover. I figured that would make it a little too strong.
Yes. What exactly is closest right now?
So there are about 5 usable tables in the space around you. One of them has a Rockerboy behind it blowing kisses.
Okay. Is there enough room? The one that
It's one
Olympia
character
is
per
using?
table. One character per table.
Okay. And I'll use it because I'm close enough to Olympia anyways. I'll use a table that's closer to her. That's free.
Excellent. You slide in next, relatively close, and put yourself behind another 15 points of cover. Nero.
Nice.
All right. So there was someone that I looked at and then ran off, right?
Yeah, that was Lockdown. As Nyx noticed when you came in, Lockdown has a cyber deck, and you noticed her doing a scanner, which is where she looks for an access point.
I want to run after where I saw her go.
Okay, so the stage is 20 meters in front of you.
Mhm.
What's your move?
It is 6.
So you can move 12 meters. So you can't even make it to the stage this round unless you sprint. If I may make a suggestion, you could also scan to see if there's a different access point in the room. Or ask Kelli.
Well, let's see if I can scan to find a different access point in the room. How would I do
Excellent.
that?
So you make a scanner roll, which is your interface, plus 1d10.
Okay. That's 11.
Yes, so your pulse goes out, and as your virtuality goggles reveal the pulse as it flows over the building, you see that the AV station, the production desk, which is on the bleachers near Crispin, behind you, has an access point in it.
There we go.
It is a little bit closer. You have to run to the corner to get up the steps, and then you can get to the production desk.
Cool. All right, I'm just gonna make it as far as I can that direction. I don't want to.
Okay, so you want to sprint. If you do a sprint, if you do a double move, you can get up there.
Let's do it. Let's sprint over there.
Oh, actually, your scanner is a meat action, so you cannot run. Sorry, my apologies.
That's fine. That's what I figured. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, so you can make it sort of up the stairs and turn the corner, heading for the production booth. You're out of cover at this stage, though, but you're on your way.
Totally fine by me. Yep, I'll run my way over there.
Cool. Crispin is next, so he's going to roll his death save. Which he fails. Lovely. By 1, unfortunately. So he stands up, witnesses the conversation that you guys have. You pull your witty one-liners, and then before he can even react, he takes 2 pistol rounds and then a slug center mass, and he just splats into the bleachers. Bye. Delete. Excellent. First casualty. Pierce is next. A little bit fearful. Let's see if he can hold his composure. He can. He crits that. So he quickly, with a squeak, runs side stage where he gets behind the arch, which provides him with 15 points of cover. Strife, the slowest to move, is still out of cover, so he levels his heavy pistol at her. Again, we're about 12 meters away. So Pierce has got a plus 10. Oh, he crits that. That's definitely a hit. 3d6. Oh, I'm so sorry, Strife. 12, 13, 14, and 2 of them are 6s. Yikes. I'm very, very sorry. So,
Am I dead?
You are not dead. No, you're not dead. I'm pretty sure you're not dead yet. So you take 14, which is reduced by your armor of 11, but your armor is now down to 10. And you take a little bit of damage on top.
So what's my total damage to deduct?
So you took 14 minus your 11. So you take 3 damage, but you also take a critical injury, which is the main mechanic of taking double 6s. So we roll on the body table. We roll 2d6s, and that is going to be a 4.
So that's 7
is-
damage.
Yeah, you take another 5. You take a collapsed lung. So his first shot snapped off as he runs behind cover, squeaking, is a good one. You take 5 extra damage from the injury. Your base death save penalty is increased by 1 should you get to that state, and you're at -2 to move. as one of your lungs is not really functioning at max capacity. He's pretty happy with that, so he takes a second shot at with his 2 rate of fire. 2 plus 10. That is a miss. So the second one is not nearly good enough. Excited by his first success, he quickly snaps off the second shot, but it's not good enough. Ouch, Strife. You're up next.
Oh, goody. Well, I was going to try to use my sword on him, but...
yeah, you might not be able to get up to him now.
Yeah, I'm just going to... had to put a cap in his ass.
Excellent.
So I'm just rolling to see if I hit him.
Yes, you can do. Now, Pierce and Tooth are a little bit further away. They're about 20 meters away from you. And Tooth hasn't made it to cover yet, but Pierce has. He's behind 15 points of cover.
So it's either who's closest, the guy who just shot me, or the one that's out of cover.
They're both about equal distance from you. They're both on stage, about 20 meters away. And Tooth is out of cover. Pierce is in cover.
All right, then I'm going for the guy that just shot me, the bastard.
Excellent, excellent. That seems wise.
Yes. So I just roll a d10.
D10. What weapon are you using?
Handgun.
Excellent. So D10 plus reflex plus your handgun skill. And in any luck, if you want to throw that in, by the way.
All right. I'm just seeing what my handgun skill is, because there's a lot of things on this sheet. Good God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
It's the bottom
so
of the middle column. Yeah, that's where.
I got it. Oh, it is bad luck for him. That is a 17.
17?
Yes.
At 20 meters is not enough.
What?
Yeah, so pistols fall off pretty quick. At 20 meters, you need to beat a 20 or above. So he was very lucky with his crit the first time. He rolled a 10 and exploded and got a 17 plus his base. So he rolled a total of a 27 to hit you the first shot.
So for my ROF, does that mean I get to shoot twice or just once?
It does, yeah. You can also move in between if you wanted to close the gap.
Can I move and take another shot?
You can. Bear in mind that your move is reduced by a couple of meters due to your injury. It's reduced by 4 meters.
Then I'm going to move for cover, and if I can, take another shot.
Excellent. Are you going to stay roughly the same range? Or are you going to move up?
I was going to move up.
Okay, so what is your move normally?
7.
7, excellent. So it's normally 14 meters, so you can move a total of 10 meters. So yeah, you can close the gap by 10 meters and put yourself down into the next range band. For your first shot's not quite accurate enough, and then despite your punctured abdomen and lung, you push forward anyway. Use a bit of your movement to flip a table in front of you and level your pistol for another shot. This time, you are only trying to beat a 15.
All right. That is a 10, 6. That is an 18.
Excellent. That hits. Roll me damage.
That is only 7 damage. Am I adding anything to damage besides the 2d6?
You've got a medium pistol or a heavy pistol?
I have a handgun. I didn't write down if it was medium or heavy. Probably medium.
Most people would probably take a heavy
to
kick off with. It's very rare people take a medium pistol, so it's sort of only if you can get hold of one. So it's usually 3d6, I would say.
Okay. All right, then let me...
There's not a lot of advantage to taking a smaller one.
Okay, then let me add one more d6.
Go on. I'm feeling nice today because I already shot you.
That would be 11 damage.
Much better. So that thuds into the side stage and blasts all but 4 hit points away from Pierce's cover. You hear Kitty go, "Oh, God!" as parts of his stage, elaborate stage, splinter away. And that is you, and you're also yourself behind 15 points of cover. Last to go is Tooth. He also breaks for cover at the other side of the stage, putting himself behind 15 points. He doesn't seem to be too put out that Crispin's already dead. He's not a very nice guy. However, he does shout at Lockdown, "Get a hold of that drone!" Lockdown calls back, "Yeah, I don't tell you your job, buddy." Before he levels his pistol and points to you, Strife being closest. Oh no, Tooth actually has a shotgun. He has a pretty banged up shotgun. So, let's see how he does. Well, you are behind cover, so don't sweat it.
I've got a collapsed lung.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great, I tell you.
This has been the shortest lived character I've ever played on the show.
Okay, that is a 20. That's a hit. Okay, so 6, 12. 13, 14, 15. So he levels his shotgun at you. A slug comes flying out, and just after you slide behind the table, it just completely explodes as it takes the impact of the slug and splinters into pieces. You hear Kitty go, "Oh no!" And we are back to the top of the initiative. First to go is the imp, and it controls the drone. It goes flying down towards the stage. It can't quite make it to flank the two of them, but it will continue to fire at Pierce. The imp has a rather good combat number of 14, but only rolls a 3. 17 is good enough. The heavy pistol. 6, that is enough to blast away the rest of the cover, upsetting Kitty even more. But the leftover damage does not go into Pierce. Unfortunately for him, the drone can fire twice. 14 plus a 4 this time. That's an 18, which is plenty enough as the drone is very close. So that is... Oh no, sorry, it's a very heavy pistol, so it's just a one shot. My apologies. So yes, its gun protrudes out, hammers a high caliber shot into side stage and blows a huge chunk of the plaster, revealing Pierce cowering behind it out of cover. Lockdown is next, and she uses her first net action to drop her way into the net architecture. No one can tell what she's doing in there, but I can tell. So I'm just going to do a quick roll. So she's got interface 3. I'll let you know what's going on in there, just so you don't just watch me doing nothing. She drops in, and she's facing a bit of black ice in there, so she has to try and beat its speed. It gets a speed of 10. She gets a speed... She totally blitzes her way past it. So that's her first jack in. She decides she wants to slide, which she gets another 10. Double 10. So the Black Ice has no hope. She's back there grinning away to herself, tapping away at a cyber deck at lightning speed, and she leaves the wisp right where it was. So she has one action left, and she uses that to activate a program. That is the end of her go. Kitty is next, cowering behind his table. He presses a button on his agent, and the floodlights come on. A bit of music starts playing incidentally, and the lights swivel around to point at Tooth, reducing his accuracy by 2 as he gets spotlights from the stage. He's lovingly lit. He looks wonderful, but he can't shoot quite as well as he could before. Olympia, you have killed your quarry, or helped kill your quarry, Crispin, up on the bleachers, and now you're just facing the 2 gangsters on the stage. What do you do?
Okay, so how far away is the stage from you? You said 20 meters?
20 meters, yeah. So to hit them with a pistol, you need to beat 20s now.
Okay, but my movement. So if my movement is 5, how
you
far
have 10
can
meters
I
of
move?
movement.
10 meters. Wow, I am about as slow in this game as I am in real life. Okay.
Are you wearing heels, perhaps?
Nope, I just don't like exercise.
Fair enough.
So she's gonna kick or push the table out of the way rather than trying to move it nicely. She doesn't really care about his furniture. And she's going to try to make it 10 meters up to another table.
Okay, so that's all the cover at that range taken up now, I will say. Okay.
And she will then level her pistol at the woman who is doing something that looks bad.
You can't, she's side stage. You
she's
cannot
you can't
get
see
line
her.
of sight on her. Yeah, you can't get line
But
of
Pierce,
sight on her.
can I get line of sight on Pierce?
Yes, he's out of cover now. A hole has been blown in his cover by the drone.
Okay. What do I have to beat for him now?
At 10 meters, you need to beat a 15.
That is going to be a 20. So
yeah, that hits.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna take both the shots, and then so that's 5, 6, 8 on the first shot, and then the second one is gonna be an 18
to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So the first shot did 8 damage. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Lovely. Reduced by 4, so he takes a 4, 16, and then you hit again.
Mm-hmm.
How much damage?
4, 8, 9.
Excellent. Another 6, taking him down to half.
Yep. And is absolutely going to aim her gun. Je suis enchanté, and then shoot him.
Excellent. So you're just in your element here, keeping your grace and your poise as you move between cover, popping fools left and right, while unfortunately Strife takes the bulk of the punishment.
I feel really bad. Am I being the show off?
That's right. So Nyx, you're up. Oh, you are muted. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, we got you.
I'm muted. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
So, who or which is the closest hostile to Nyx at the minute?
So you've got 2 gangsters on stage. Tooth with his shotgun, and Pierce, who is taking shots from behind his shattered cover. And then Lockdown is somewhere to side stage, probably about 25 meters away, but you can't get good line of sight from here.
Okay. Then I'll shoot Pierce, I think. Yeah, Pierce.
Yes. So if you remain in
yeah.
cover here, you're 20 meters away. With your shotgun, you need to beat a 20. Don't forget your luck, folks.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put 2 points of luck in. Sorry.
Lovely. Lovely.
That's 21.
Just hits. Excellent. That's only just. So give me 5d6. Poor Pierce. You guys are ripping these guys.
5, 30. That's 22, and 2 of those dice were 6.
Ooh. Okay. So the 22 damage is more than enough to put him straight into mortals. And then I want you to roll 2d6 for me.
Okay. That's 7.
Foreign objects. Your slug sails true straight through the hole blown in the plaster and lodges inside him. So what a foreign object does is he takes another 5 damage, which he's already there at 0 health. And if he moves more than 4 meters in a turn, he then takes even more damage again, because trying to move with a slug in you is a pretty bad proposition. So excellent. Do you take any other actions, move or anything like that? Witty one-liner as you put a slug straight into this fool. Boom, efficient.
No, I think Nyx is kind of efficient with it, and they'll duck back behind the table they were hiding behind afterwards.
Excellent. You just pop up, aim, slam a slug home, and duck back away. Nero, you're up.
Okay. So the spot to jack in that I located, could I get there with a movement and then my action to jack in?
You can, yes. So your jacking in is also your is one of your net actions. So you have 2 more net actions after you get there.
Okay, that's right. I'm trying to see if this thing is connected to the turret itself. So I think that I'm trying to do control.
So the drone is inside the net. Yes, it's connected to a control node in the net. If you want to take control of it yourself, you will need to get into that net yourself and find the control node.
Okay. And is that... No, that's not the slide. Is that me trying to use the back door to get to that spot in the net?
So we'll go through bit by bit. It'll be a nice kind of primer for net running for the others. If you want to run up to the production desk and jack in, we'll take you bit by bit.
Cool. Yep, let's do it.
Excellent. So you run over, do a cool leap behind the production desk.
Yeah.
Nice. There's a nice kind of lamp there, filtered blue, to help the production managers or the soundboards. And yep, you can wirelessly jack into the net from here. So your virtuality goggles bring up a display of the architecture around you that is superimposed on the world. Now, this is a very kind of homebrewed kind of net, and the first couple of floors are called the lobby, and the lobby here is just like literally just like a white box with grid lines, very, very bare bones. Now, you haven't been authorized to be in this net by Kitty, so the black ice will attack you as you drop in. So you drop in, and there is a wisp, a glowing ball of crackling energy that turns its single eye towards you. Now, you will need to make a speed check for me. So that is 1d10 plus your interface.
That is 13.
So I got a 13 too. Defender wins. So you are just quick enough to avoid the arcing energy that crackles out towards your brain from the wisp. Now, if the wisp does hit you, you'll take some brain damage and you'll have your net actions reduced for a turn.
Mhm.
Now you're in the net. It's basically like an elevator. Now, you basically have to go down through the architecture to get to what you want. Dealing with the black ice in here, you have a few options. You can use your programs to try and destroy it. You can slide away from it, as Lockdown did, to leave it in the dust where it found you, or you can ignore it and it will just follow you through the net, just attacking you every turn. If you think you can keep avoiding it, that's good too. And then other options you have, you can do what's called a Pathfinder, and that will tell you what's in the architecture below you, unless you hit a password.
Okay.
You can also activate any programs to boost your stats while you're in here too.
So I have 2 more net actions.
Yes, correct.
So I'm going to use one to do Banhammer, and since it is a black ice, it'd be 2d6 res.
That is correct.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
So you have to roll versus its defense. So its defense is
And is
pretty
that
crap.
interface as well?
Yeah, that's interface as well. Interface plus any attack bonus the Banhammer has, plus 1d10.
Okay. 13.
Yeah, you beat it. So roll your
Right.
net damage.
That's
So
11.
Excellent. So that leaves it on 4 res. Now you have 1 more net action. You can only use the Banhammer once per round, but you can zap it to do 1d6 or use other programs on it if you have them.
Let's zap it.
Excellent. So this is again another interface roll versus its defense.
12.
Yeah, easy. Only gets a defense of 6. So roll your 1d6 zap damage.
4.
Excellent. So you materialize your Banhammer, take a good chunk out of its digital form, and then with your other hand, give it a little poke, little zap, and it flies apart in a shower of pixels. Now, Nero, what I got you in here, doing some net running, a lot of net runners like to customize the look of their programs. Does your Banhammer have a particular look to it?
It's got white rose petals on it.
Excellent. Does it leave like a rose petal trail as you swing it?
Absolutely does.
Excellent. Lovely. So those are your 3 net actions. You can also take any number of moves through the architecture that you want. So you can move down if you want, or you can stay in the same place before your turn
let's go
ends.
down. I'm just gonna
So you
say as loudly as I can, I'm coming for you.
You drop down and you see the digital form of Lockdown on the password floor below you, and her digital form looks at you and looks you up and down and gives you a slight kind of professional courtesy smirk as she sees you there. But you're both facing a password floor.
Perfect.
What do you do? Do you give a look back, an upwards nod, anything like that?
You're in my way.
Excellent. Pierce is next. He is trying not to die. He also fails. So yeah, he again takes a slug. That's 2 for Nyx. Both finished off by slugs. One end of the room, flips around, other end of the room, 2 gangsters down already. Delete. Ouch. Strife, you're up. You're also muted.
Huzzah!
Hey!
Trying to be quiet while I snack backfired. I'm shooting at the one that tried to take me out. And I get 2 shots, correct?
Yes. Remember, your cover is blown at this point.
Right. So I'm going to try for 1 shot and see what happens and go from there.
Yeah, you could definitely take both your shots from this shorter range and then duck away to cover if you need to. Yeah, you take your move whenever you like. Okay, so Tooth is 10 meters in front of you still. So give me your pistol shots, beating 15s if you can.
All right, whatever I roll is going to be a +8. Ooh, that one failed. It was an 11.
And one more time.
And that was also a fail.
Okay, so you holding your wound, you pop off a couple of shots at Tooth. Unfortunately, they both go wide and thud into backstage, leaving him doing okay. Do you want to move? The only other cover at this range is the one that Olympia has. So to get into cover, you'll need to back up to the 20-meter band again.
That's fine. I'd rather back up and have some cover.
Okay, so you raise your pistol, shooting as you back away, and then slide back around behind the cover that you were in before, putting you back again behind 15 points of cover.
So is she sitting with me now, or?
No. One person per table.
Oh, okay.
So they've backed off. You're at the front of the room now. You're solo up the front there.
Right, but you have cover, right, Strife? Like
Strife went back to cover.
She got cover. Yeah. Okay, because otherwise I would give up my table.
No.
Okay.
So the imp is first. So the drone uses its 12 meters of movement to fly under the arch of the stage, so it can actually see, get behind the cover of the people behind there, and it decides to shoot the person who is trying to invade its net lockdown. So they run side stage. There is still in the 7 to 12 band, so it's a very heavy pistol going off of 14. Yep, that's a hit at 20. Lockdown is flanked, 46. That's a D10, not a D6. 11, 12, 13, 14, 18 damage. So yeah, it's very heavy pistol, underslung, pops out and slams into Lockdown. Slightly better Kevlar, but definitely takes a decent chunk out of her here. So you got 25. She's still fighting fit, but she definitely felt that land in the back of her jacket. Lockdown, oblivious to how many of her fellows have been taken down, is going to keep running the net where she is. So Nero's just dropped down next to her. She gives a nod up. She decides to use her first action to trigger a shield. A glowing blue field of hexagons comes whipping up around her and shielding her. And even as she gives you a nice smile, she points at you and unleashes a hellbolt. A fireball, if you will, from her hand. So we're playing Cyberpunk, but we can still cast fireballs. So you need to give me your interface roll, please, Nero.
Okay. Let's see. That's not great. That's a 10.
She gets 3 plus 8. So yeah, 3 plus 8 gives you, she gets an 11, so she beats you. Now, hellbolts are kind of nasty. you'll find they're basically like being bitten by a hellhound, black ice. So you take 2d6. So you take 6 brain damage. Not ablated by armor, you just take 6 damage direct to your HP. So the bolt thuds into you and fires into your synapses, and you feel this severe pain as your brain is overloaded by the program. Not only this, it sears into your cyber deck as well and begins to overheat it, which means that you are effectively on fire. Until you can vent heat from your deck, you're taking 2 HP damage per turn, and it takes a meat action to remove that effect. She smirks at you as the Hellbolt lands home, and she says, "Don't worry, I'll get out of your way as soon as I can." Her next action is to backdoor this password in front of her. She smashes that and she disappears from sight down to the next level. And she is gone.
I'm gonna shoot.
So, yeah, she disappears into the net, having given you a good old rebuke with her Hellbolt. And she is getting risky down there. So let's see what she does. Ouch. Okay, yep. She lands there. And that's as far as she'll take it. Okay, so she disappears from view. Currently, she's got the drop on you so far.
Mm-hmm.
And Kitty continues to cower where she is. And Olympia, you're up next. Oh, I don't miss Tooth. I missed Tooth. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, he didn't go.
He didn't go. Let's go back for Tooth, who has his shotgun still leveled. He's still feeling pretty reckless, having been uninjured himself at this point. But perhaps he might be sweating a little bit watching 2 of his compatriots go down. I think he's still holding out for lockdown to maybe get a hold of that imp and turn the tables on you guys. But for now, he's going to aim at his closest target, which is you, Olympia, behind the table. He's got a pretty decent combat score for his shotgun here.
Oof.
11 plus 5. It's a 16, which beats the 15 DV by 1. So we've got a 5d6 here. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It completely obliterates your table once again. There's no cover left at this point in this part of the room now. Kitty continues to watch the furniture of her cabaret splinter around her.
Is there any spillover damage or no?
No. If your cover is destroyed, it does not go through to you. Unless it's destroyed by an explosive, in which case you take full damage.
Okay. All right, so my cover is exploded, and he's standing on the stage in front of me.
Yeah, behind the side.
All right, so do I have to move
the arch,
like the proscenium?
To get more cover? Yeah.
No, I don't. I'm not getting more cover to see him.
Right.
Get him in line of sight. So I guess I would move like diagonally to kind of get him into my line of sight. Or how far is the stage lit?
About 10 meters, yeah. Maybe a little bit shorter, about 8 meters.
All right,
because
so
he's slightly off to the side, yeah.
Yeah, so then Olympia will run towards the stage and jump up onto the stage and stand at the edge of the stage because...
Excellent. So you're out of cover, but so is he when you get to this point. So he's out of cover. You level your heavy pistol at him and I assume take some shots, or do you face him down?
What we're gonna do. So is it a 15? Am I at 15 to beat for this range?
Now you're. I'd say you're very, very close to him now. I'd say you're. Instead, you are now in the within 6 meters of him. 13 to beat.
Okay.
It's not a hugely wide stage.
14.
Oh, hits.
Okay, so let me get the second hit. See if that goes.
He's also wearing.
That's a 15. So yeah.
Yeah, so you thud 2 rounds at him. You haven't missed a single shot yet, Olympia. Who needs a solo when you have a Rockerboy?
What was that, Simon, about making sounds for when I fail tonight? 5, 8, 9 for the first one.
2 points go through his armor, yes.
And she's going to do the dramatic walk slightly towards him on the second shot while she takes it.
Yep.
Drama. 2, 4, 8 on the second one.
8 damage, yeah. So this time 2 sneak through as his Kevlar starts to come apart. But
and she'll just whisper at him, "Happy to see you."
Bang, bang. At this point, he sees you coming towards him. The lifeblood is pouring out of his sycophant Pierce on the stage next to him. And as he takes the 2 shots, he's like, "Lockdown, shut it down. Okay.
But we're just starting to have fun.
Are you guys going to accept his surrender at this point?
Olympia would look back at Strife and Nyx, since I assume that Nero can't interact with us too much right now.
No, he's got his overheating cyber deck to deal with while he battles inside the net.
Okay.
So what do Nyx and Strife have anything to say?
He's afraid of us. What do you think?
Can I do a human perception check? Just to
please.
check if he's being genuine about this or not. Okay.
Of course, yeah.
Because if Olympia decides, she chooses violence.
That's 20.
Yeah, he's giving up. He doesn't want to die.
That's 20.
He does not want to die.
Strife?
Nyx still has the shotgun leveled at him, but he's being genuine.
He can live with one leg.
I didn't ask if he was being genuine. I asked if we were going to let him live.
Oh, we can let him live, but he can live with just one leg.
Oh, yes, he can absolutely live with one leg. Do you have your sword? I mean, you can just hop right up here. I'll help you.
Well, I'm kind of hurting.
I mean, are we out of turn order yet or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
So she would
leave it here.
Well, she would kneel down and offer an arm to Strife to pull Strife up onto the stage.
So as he puts his gun down and looks at you fearfully as you approach him, that's where we'll take our break.